So then did you just enjoy the number 4,726 in the best of 7 series between the Buckaroos and Twinkle Toes McFingerbang and the Bermuda Triangle? They didn't even need the ring this time, because they don't know what to do once they get in it on a normal basis. But this, since it was a Falls Count Anywhere match, this was inventive. The match started in the back with a phony 6-way fight with the corpse referee standing there waving his arms. And it was between 4 and 5 minutes before they ever even got to the ring. They started in the back. They did again, backstage fights or back of the arena fights or fights in an odd location other than the ring used to lead to huge money when it was done as an angle between main event guys. Then you never saw anything like it in that particular territory or on that program for years before or years afterwards. That's why it drew money. This is overdone, hokey, phony bullshit. And they don't even try to put any creativity in it. And I know some people are going to be saying, oh, but they're so creative. Well, Felix says, if I run up the bleacher seats and flip over backwards, can the two of you catch me so I can hurrah your Rana? That's not creativity. The creativity of these things is making it look legitimate, making a preposterous thing look somehow posterous, putting stuff there not where they're doing flips and fancy moves in a fight in a building or in an arena or a parking lot or a garage or whatever the fuck, but to make the shit look good and legitimate and like it could actually happen with things that are sitting around in their natural environment. If you're in a garage, you've got road signs or you've got goddamn a tire or cars or whatever the case in that environment, whatever's natural. There's where the creativity comes in, trying to make people believe it. And there's none of that from these 6 nitwits, because there's none of that in this company, because there's none of that in this wrestling. They just run each other into walls and stacks of chairs and shit that's sitting there and bounce off of it and attempt to do moves in places where you shouldn't ought to do moves. And then finally they get to the ring and they go to the break. Because now that the wrestlers are in the ring, they're not going to have anything to do. So we'll just go to commercial. And it was a 6-way the whole time. You could even see on the on-screen speed search that I was utilizing, garbage cans, constant fighting on the floor, bunch of goofy bumps, bunch of rotten work for 20 fucking minutes. At the same time as the first match didn't get old, this was the same thing constantly over and over for 20 fucking minutes. And the finish, for those of you who were lucky enough not to see this thing, old Pac had a submission hold on one of his opponents in the ring. I can't remember which one of the Buckaroos it was, Cucamonga 1 or Cucamonga 2. But meanwhile, old Harpo Fingerfuck in the back of the arena gave Felix the one-winged fairy off the balcony through tables and covered him there, and he was counted out 1, 2, 3. What a fucking mess. Do you have anything else to add, or can we move on?
You know, I like the previous 2 weeks' matches, although I was high when I watched them. I really didn't like this one at all. Of course, this was the one that got the highest rating in The Observer, which surprised the hell out of me out of all these matches. But no, I've said good things about the last couple. I did not like this one.
Well, you were high before, and after I saw this, I was mighty low.